What I wanted to show you today are daffodils. Daffodils are just a great flower. They're a wonderful flower bulb. They pop up every year without much fuss. They come in a lot of varieties. The deer leave them alone. I mean, I can truly call these deer proof, but the only thing I really know that the deer don't touch. They must taste pretty bad. Another good thing about them, well, daffodils, you can plant them in your yard and they'll pop up through the grass. You just need to give them time to rejuvenate after they bloom, and they'll come back for you pretty much every year. It's a really lovely treat to have that shine in your garden in March. Like I said, there are a lot of varieties, small ones, little tiny guys like this. I think they call them mini daffodils. Then you got your big ones like King Alfred's. And they're just lovely in the garden this time of year when nothing else is really blooming, maybe a crocus or two. So Boz, Gracie, will you be joining us for our tour? Maybe not, maybe. We're not sure. We're ignoring you. We see no treats involved. Ah, there's hope. One dog. You gonna come with us, Boz? I want to be alone. This is my fountain. I built this when I first moved here about 9 years ago. It's it's an easy thing to make, but around it this time of year are all these lovely double daffodils. They really, I don't know, they just punctuate springtime. Bum, ba, bum, ba, bum. We're here. This is one called Ice Follies. I really like it. It's a little more subtle. Really beautiful, sort of buttery. This is the country, so there are some tarps. Ignore those. Those are for my wood pile. But down my lane, down to my house, there are some really beautiful daffodils that have yet to really bloom. And I just spread them every year. I just dig them up, spread the bulbs out because they're like clumps of bulbs. And then I just add another 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, depending on how energetic I am, 7 feet of flowers from the bulbs I pulled up. Just spread them out and then they grow naturally for you and bloom. And pretty soon you'll have a big mass of daffodils. Again, the only thing you want to do is you make sure you don't cut them down before they finish blooming and before the leaves die back. It's a beautiful old maple tree on my property. Always moss covered, greener this time of year. But you can see I had a few clumps of daffodils over there, and I just dug up, after they bloomed last year, I dug up about 5 or 6 or 7 little clumps and planted them along, and so they're over here now. And they do beautifully. They're just sort of happy in the Pacific Northwest and bloom readily for you. And again, they're deer proof. These are violets. They're so amazingly fragrant. I can smell them from where I stand. If you're closing your eyes and you're walking, you can actually know that you're under the violets. They have such a beautiful fragrance. And then right next to them is this dark hellebore. I'm not sure the specific name of it, but it's a reliable bloomer every year in the spring. And quite unusual.